every day of the finest ingredients in health. Now I have a swell surprise. Made fresh every day.
What's going on, y'all? This your boy KC Phil, King Self for Life, Wrestling Takes, here to give you my honest review about last night's AEW Dynamite episode. Wrestling wise, this was a decent episode. Wrestling wise, story building, great on the stories. Y'all should already know my issues that I got with AEW tonight. I cannot stand all these doggone tag team matches. I'm sorry. I can't have. I told you, man. It's just too many tag team matches. It's too many. Tony, you gotta chill on these doggone tag team matches, bro. You gotta chill on them, man. Listen, everybody in the mama know the greatest tag team division in wrestling today belongs to AEW. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I just don't need 5 tag team matches on one show. I don't, man. Give me 3. I can tolerate 3. For me, the limit is 3. 2 is the minimum, but 3, I can tolerate 3. I don't need 5, man. I just don't, because after a while, when you see one tag team match, and then you see another, and then you see another, it's like, okay, I'm kind of getting bored now. I really am. I'm getting bored with it. I can't deal with it. I just can't. I'm honest. I told y'all, man, I keeps to the book. Y'all know I just got through from clowning WWE with that NXT episode. I'm gonna get on AEW's case with all these freaking tag team matches. I keeps it real here. I'm not no AEW Shield, and I'm not no WWE Shield. I keeps it a buck. Just like the picture of the Young Bucks. I keep it a buck. Now, when it comes to tag team wrestling, obviously they had the best tag team match on the show. Right behind them was FTR and them. But like I said, for me, it's too many tag team matches. It's way too many. Shoot, and the ladies now look at it. Now Rio and Serena, you might have to say that they had the best match of the night. I'm serious. Look here. I didn't say that AEW needs to work on the women's division. Rio and Serena put on a fantastic match. I'm gonna get to them and I'm gonna talk about their situation. Because a lot of fans is wondering how come we're not getting 2 women's matches. I saw somebody talk about this. I'll talk about the reason why. But they put on a fantastic match, and I take my hat off to both of them. Literally thought that Serena was injured in the match, but I'll get to that. So let's go ahead and talk about the beginning now. This match right here, apparently I missed this match because apparently our power went out at the beginning because, with all this snow going on. I'm not in Texas. Like I said, I'm praying for Texas, that they power get back on and everything. I'm over here in the Chi-Town, Chicago, and somebody must have hit something trying to clean up all the snow, but apparently popped back on. So I pretty much got the very end of this match right here. I pretty much got the ending. Matt Hardy and Hangman Page defeated Angelico and Jack Evans. Now, A lot of people said that Jack Evans was looking like he don't want to be there no more, and he was botching like crazy. What do I have to say about that? This, you know what? I personally think that both of them is better being singles, because I remember back when the two of them was in Lucha Underground. Jack Evans and Angelico was basically beating the brakes off of each other in singles competition, and they was having some great matches. So the fact that you put the two of them together, and now Jack Evans acting like he don't want to be there no more, I don't know, man. Tony Khan, you're gonna have to do something about that. So like I said, let's talk about the storyline that popped off with this situation. So after Matt Hardy and them did the Twist of Fate on Angelico, they celebrated in the ring, right? Now Paige was pretty. Matt Hardy said, "Look, it's been such a pleasure to working with you, and I can't wait to make a whole lot of money with you, and also take a whole lot of your money, taking 30%." But Hangman, he interrupted. He said, "Well, Matt Hardy, I know you think you duped me, but apparently I duped you. So check this out. The contract that we basically signed, I basically signed a match between you and me at Revolution. And if I win, I take all of your money." Matt Hardy said, "What? This is insane. You're crazy. You're crazy as heck. You're wrong for this. I tried everything in my power to bring you in, and you do me like this. You dupe me. You turn me into a complete duplicity. You're gonna pay. I'm gonna pay." And Page said, "Well, you know what? If you beat me, that's the name of the game. You're gonna get my money." Well, here come Duvar, the Jacksonville Jaguars mascot, right? Coming out there with some Valentine. He's talking about, "I got a gift for you. It's Valentine's, right?" He hands it to him, and next thing you know, he started beating the brakes off of Hangman with Matt Hardy. And so I'm like, wait, who is this dude? The dude take off the mascot helmet. It's Isaiah Swerve Scott. I said, now it's funny that both of them was online, and Isaiah was talking to Matt Hardy, and he put up the gif of the video. Y'all remember the episode of Fresh Prince, the one of the most serious episodes about Will Smith's real life father abandoning him, and the scene where he had cried in the field, Uncle Phil's shoulders, and said, "How come you don't want me, man?" And then Matt Hardy gonna quote to him, say, "That's just pathetic." Turn around, now this man is doing his dirty work. He questioned. This is the question: where the clown was Isaiah Swerve Scott? Oh my goodness, I am tripping. Forgive me. I got Isaiah Swerve Scott on my mind, not Isaiah Swerve Scott. That's NXT. This is AEW. Where the clown was Marquand at? That is the question I'm asking myself. Where the clown was Marquand at, right? Nowhere in sight, right? So the two of them beating the works off them. Well, here come the Dark Order. So apparently the Dark Order is babyface now. The Dark Order came out there to save the day, pretty much beating the brakes off both Matt Hardy and Isaiah. And even little -1 came out there with his no shirt on, like he was finna do something. I said, "Listen, man, look, that boy, he living his best life. You know, like I said, I'm keeping they family in prayer, because they doing everything in their power to keep that young man happy. Because the passing of his father and everything. And salute to them, salute to the Dark Order, man. The Dark Order has turned to one of my favorite groups in AEW right now, man. And I don't know what they're gonna do with them, but apparently they came out, they saved the day, they helped Hangman out, and he was standing there looking at them, they was looking at him, and I don't know what this means. I don't know if he's joining them. I don't know, but apparently, like I said, the Dark Order is a babyface group, because all of them came out there, every single one of them, they all came out there to help. But it's funny, it's like 7, 8 dudes came out to jump 2 dudes. That's just funny as heck. But so we move on. So we got that match already set. So that's going down. Now, let's get to, I personally believe this was the best match on the show. Now, there's a lot of people who do not actually particularly care for Rio. They say she really doesn't bring anything to the table. Now, I'm not talking about wrestling wise. I'm talking about character. I understand why they feel that way. I get it. But this match was great. You got 2 women who know exactly what they're doing. Serena Deeb, listen, I didn't know this girl was that good of a wrestler until I've had chance after chance to see Serena. put on good match after good match after good match. I'm so glad that this woman is one of the coaches in the back helping the ladies out. I'm so grateful for this girl. I had no idea that this was the same girl that was part of the straight edge, whatever it was called, back in WWE, where you had Luke Gallows, CM Punk, and her. She had shaved her hair. She was running around with a bald head. I did not pay attention that was the same woman that was in the straight edge group, whatever that cult was that they was running. And I did not know that she had dang near 16 years of being a wrestler. And now that she's, signed with AEW, she is the NWA champion, women's champion. And she's in the back basically helping the girls out that really need help when it comes to wrestling. The two of them told a great story. I did not know, like, I personally thought Serena was injured because the doctor checked on her. And once again, during this match, we had the picture by picture. I'm telling you, I'm getting tired of this. I'm serious. I hate the picture by picture. I'm going to get on AEW case all the time. I hate the picture by picture. I don't like it. I know they're paying bills. I know they got to do it because they're paying bills. But I can't tell what's going on in that little tiny man box. I can't. That's what get on my nerves, man. Because I said, I'm invested in the match, and then y'all fools going to go to commercial. I said, come on, y'all. Come on. Anyway, listen, they tore the house down. And like I said, it was the scene. I don't know how it happened, but the doctors was checking on Serena, and she was limping around. Apparently, she was selling for Rio. Listen, they made you think Rio was not going to win this match. Rio with the strong style, or however, the way how she wrestled, her and Serena had excellent chemistry. This is why this match was great. The ladies had excellent chemistry. Excellent chemistry. I take my hat off to the both of them. At the end of the day, Rio, because she was trying to submit, she was trying to make Rio submit. Serena countered that and turned it into a pinfall with the Guido clutch. Rio is moving on, and I believe it's going to be Rio versus Thunder Rosa in the next round, if I'm not mistaken. Phenomenal match. This was one to do. I told you, each and every week, this is how I feel like when it comes to the women's matches. Oh, and I'm gonna talk about this, but about why it's only one women's match on the show. I feel like it fluctuates. It's like one week they have a great match, the next week they have a somewhat decent match. This was a great women's match. Excellent women's match between both ladies. So I salute Miss Serena and Miss Rio. Um, a lot of fans want to know why that they don't have two matches. Well, fans always turn the channel when the women's be on. So TNT is like, well, if they gonna turn the channels, we don't want to be losing ratings because fans want to be stupid. I'm like, don't turn the channel, fans. I know AEW is working on getting a women's division up. But if you continue to tune in to matches and stay tuned in, maybe TNT might say, okay, we'll give two women's matches on the show. You know what I'm saying? We'll right into that. They gave another vignette about Jade Cargill and Shaq. They was at the basketball training, doing layups, and then he's acting like a coach and everything. I told y'all right now, I hope and pray that Jade can go. I'm serious. This is gonna make or break Jade. This match alone is going to make or break Jade Cargill's AEW entire career. We know what Rev Velvet is gonna bring to the table. I don't give a crap about Cody versus Shaq because we know Cody gonna make Shaq look good. My main focus is Jade versus Red Velvet. We getting that match in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, that match is coming. I'm looking forward to seeing what she brings to the table. Because y'all already know when it comes to the wrestlers that look like us, we get judged on way more than just what we bring to the table. It's what way how we look and everything else. It's the gimmick. Can you talk? All of that. It ain't just, you know what I'm saying? So I am hoping and I am praying that this young lady can wrestle her butt off. More better than she can talk. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm looking forward to that. Next, we got this. Let me tell you something, man. I know this is Chris Jericho's homie. Anytime Luther's on TV, I know that Chris Jericho got a lot to do with it. This fool, I'm telling you, looked like Kingpin and Bullseye put together. If Kingpin went insane and woke up and thought he was Bullseye, that's exactly who Luther is. I'm so glad this was a squash match. This was a squash match, and I'm glad it was a squash match. OC had no business being in this. Now, you had Chucky T in his corner, but here's the deal. Where the clown was the wedding at? Where the heck was Miro on them? Nowhere in sight. No Miro, no Kill Saving, no Penelope Ford. Nowhere in sight. I'll say, well, aren't you supposed to be developing the story that's going on with them? You had Serpenticos out there trying to cause a little confusion or whatever, but this match was like, what, 5 minutes? It wasn't even a match. I'm glad it was a squash match because I can't stand Luther, but I can't stand his clown. I was behind that. I don't want to see him in the ring no more. But you know he gonna be there. OC wins with an orange punch. But 1, 2, 3, we move on. So now they gave a recap of what took place between the TNT champ and Joey Janela last week. They put on a decent match. And then here come Taz minus 2 of his homies. His only 2 that was there was Brian Cage and his son. No Ricky Starks and no Powerhouse Hobbs. 2 of them got trapped out there in Texas in the snow. So I guess they'll be back next week. Taz says, well, we've been hearing Sting's gonna call us up. He said he gonna call us out and all this stuff. Well, we hear, where you at, Sting? Where you at? Sting comes out, the snow starts falling, hops in the ring. Sting looked like he wanted to say something. Next thing you know, he pulls his bat out like he finna start fighting, right? And then he tries, but he ends up getting laid out by Brian Cage and Taz and them. Sting took a power bomb in the ring. It's taking bumps now. Sting is taking bumps. It's taking bumps. So we already know. Listen, what's about to take place at Revolution? I'll let y'all guys know because I will be doing a prediction videos in 2 weeks. I'll be giving my predictions on who I got winning everything, and then we'll come back and we'll see if I was on the money. But I still don't know what Sting is there for. But I like the fact that he took a power bomb. That's great. You know, we move on. Now we got Eddie Kingston cutting a promo with the family. Probably he is tired of Lance Archer and Ray Phoenix and Moxley. He tired of them and he want to end them and that they wasted his time and he want to get rid of them and all that stuff, man. Oh boy. It is what it is with that situation, man. you know Eddie Kingston gonna cut a great promo, but like I said, I'm just tired of all these tag team matches and 6-man tag team. I'm just tired. 3-on-3s. I don't need to see it every week. I don't. I just don't, man. After a while it gets boring. I'm just gonna call it what it is. It just gets boring, really boring. So we come back. Somehow, someway, Kenny Omega found himself at school. I don't know why. Him and Don Callis was reading the Young Bucks book, which was quote unquote supposed to be his best friends, to a class of kids. And I'm like, how the clown did this fool find himself in a classroom? Well, next thing you know, Alex Marvez, Alex Marvez is funny. This dude be popping out of everything. He just find himself coming out to Woodward. Don Callis and Kenny Omega said, is this real? Is this fool really here? Now, Kenny Omega's boy, Mike Nakazawa, whatever his name is, he was standing right there. So Mike Nakazawa is apparently a heel now too. So he was reading the children's book or whatever. But it really wasn't a children's book. It was the Young Bucks, what is it called, taking over the business or something like that. One of the kids asked, are they lovers or are they in love? Something like that. I said to myself, I said, oh boy. I said, why they had to throw that in there? But Kenny Omega said, well, they are brothers, so obviously they are in love, whatever. So he started talking and everything, and he said, kids, listen, it's been great, but I gotta go. You can have Mike Nakazawa reading the story. Well, Mike Nakazawa was like, hey kids, you want to hear me read? And then they said, boo, Mike Nakazawa sucks. And they started beating the brakes off of him. I said, man, I don't know how Kenny Omega keep finding himself in these most silly clown segments. I said, man, Kenny Omega, his heel run is turning into a circus act on my end. I'm just going to what it is. I like Kenny heel as a heel, but he turned into a clown, man. I said they gotta make this man serious or something. So we move on to the Young Bucks versus Proud and Powerful. Ortiz and Santana. This was a great tag team match, and as they was coming out, the Young Bucks parents was sitting out there. Man, the Young Bucks look exactly like they dad. I see features of their mom, but they dad's face, the nose, the eyes. I said, oh my god! I said that's they dad all day. So Inner Circle come out there. Oh, and before the match, you had Jericho cut a promo. Pretty much said this. He pretty much said that uh, Sammy G is dead to him, and he did say that MJF is responsible. He said you. He said no. He said you don't start uh, kissing up to me either. He said you just as much as blame, but Sammy G is done. I'm finished with him or something like that. So we get to the match. You had them doing all kind of crazy moves on each other. Like I say, let me tell you something. They make you think that certain somebody else is supposed to go over. They do a great job making them look like they're gonna go over. But Ortiz got pinned out the woodwork, and after the match. Oh, and by the way, the odds got evened up. MJF tried to get up in there, and my man, I think it's Don Knotts. I forgot the referee name. He kicked them all out. He said, "You gotta go." He said, "I'm not gonna have you guys calling all kind of shenanigans to screw over the Bucks. You guys got to go." And it was funny when they did come out, they did kind of look at the Bucks parents, and they was getting into their face, and then Mama Bucks was like, "Boo, you suck," and the dad's like, "Yeah, you guys suck. Yeah, what you want some?" I'm like, that's what they was put out there. They was planted out there just for that segment, get on their case, get on their nerve. But like I said, this match is good. You had all kind of crazy stuff going on. Everybody doing everybody move. Let me tell y'all something, man. Proud and Powerful, man, is the tag team to watch as we move forward. Especially the ending. The ending, the fact that he got rolled up and Ortiz was just sitting there shocked, like, I lost again. So, and during the match, you had Kenny Omega, Don Callis, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson watching the match. How about, you see this? You see it, right? Well, after they lost the match, the rest of the Inner Circle came out there and they jumped the Young Bucks. Now, Brandon Cutler tried to do something, but he didn't. And then Kenny Omega said, hey, we gotta go out there. Now they lollygagged and they taking all day to get out there. I said, man, they really are playing this. I told you, it's this. Who does Kenny Omega have loyalty with? Does he have loyalty with the Impact Tag Team Champs, or does he have loyalty with his homeboys in his backyard? And the way how they was taking all day to get out there. Finally, after they got jumped, the Inner Circle ran off, and Lou Gallows and Carl Anderson took their sweet time to get up out there. Just a sweet time. I said, man, I don't know. I know they're trying to keep the story thing going. It's like, man, listen, Revolution about to be crazy. I'm looking forward to what's about to pop off of Revolution, because now they kind of making you think maybe the Bucks might lose to MJF and Chris Jericho. They might. That's a big might. I still got the Young Bucks winning, and when that time comes, we'll see. Because I believe certain things will manifest. So, we come back for commercial. Cody Rhodes and Brandy come out there, and you can see Brandy got the belly and everything. They revealed what they have now. I was saying to myself, I said, everybody, all the wrestling couples been producing nothing but girls. Everybody been producing nothing but girls. I said, why I got a feeling that the Rhodes might mess around and have a boy. Boy, was I wrong. Cody and Brandy is having a little girl. Congratulations to the Rhodes. I'm proud of them. Um, Welcome to parenthood. I wish the best for them. I pray for a successful pregnancy and delivery when the baby comes through for both Brandy and the baby. I'm praying, that the Lord would protect, both of them and that they would raise her upright and everything. So like I said, congratulations to them. So Cody is sitting out there on commentary. Uh, Matt Sydal's brother Mike has joined him in a tag team match against FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood. This match basically was designed to see how good Mike's brother Matt looks. That's all it was. That's what it was designed for. I personally feel like it should have been a singles match. This match didn't have to be a tag team match. I know why it was a tag team match, but it shouldn't. It didn't have to. But it basically was if Mike did anything silly, Matt was right there to pick him back up. That's basically what it was. So they just didn't want to throw Mike out there by himself. So we got both Sydal brothers on the show. This was a great tag team match. I said, look, AEW, they always have decent tag team matches. I don't really say that they have bad tag team matches. Just somebody like me. I'm more of a singles guy. Listen, look, I enjoy tag team wrestling just like the rest. But I don't need to see 5 million tag team matches. I don't. Because if your show is just booked on tag team matches, now I feel like I'm watching WWE because that's all they used to do. They just, I don't need to see it. I don't, man. Yes, give me impelling stories, but you don't need to have 5,000,000 tag team matches. Cash Wilder ended up winning. Well, after the match, the lights go off and you see Luchasaurus mask pop up. So obviously his mask. I said, you know what? I hate to say it, man. AEW kind of getting played out with this. The lights going off. The lights going off on everybody. Listen, I understand if you do it once in a while, but then everybody got the lights going off. Cody had the lights going off. Sting had the lights going off. Now FTR, I mean, now Luke, Jurassic, they got the lights going off. I said, man, everybody got the freaking lights going off. Everybody. I said, man, you don't have to do the lights all the time. If you do it rare. Do it rare. You don't have to do it all the time. You do not have to do it all the time. So the lights pop back on, and all 3 members of Jurassic Express is in the ring, and they basically beat the snot out of FTR. And FTR, you know how it is. They get the couple hits in, so more than likely we're gonna have a match at Revolution. They haven't said anything, but we're gonna have a match. So that'll be your other tag team match. So before the match, main event, Moxley cut a promo. He pretty much said, Eddie Kingston, you're still complaining. You're still clowning. You're crying. Because he addressed everybody. He even addressed Kenta. He addressed everybody. He said, I'm about to tear everybody up. He said, he cut a promo on everybody. From Eddie Kingston to Kenta, and he even said, Kenny Omega, at Revolution, I'm getting my title back. That's pretty much what he said, So now he's in the match with Kenta, and he said he's going to mess his neck up on February 26th. I think I might just check that out, just see how that turned out. But it is what it is. So we get to the main event. Butch and the Blade with Eddie Kingston versus Moxley, Lance Archer, and Ray Phoenix. Listen, this match is all for me. The standout was Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix is one of my favorite AEW wrestlers. I was a fan of Ray Phoenix back in Lucha Underground, and this dude, it does not matter what match he in, he gonna do some crazy things that's gonna get you off your seat. You gonna be like, man, this boy is good. You just don't want the man to hurt himself. That's the name of the game. You do not want him to hurt himself. Butch and the Blade, they bring whatever they bring to the table. You gonna, like I said, you gonna have a good match. Eddie Kingston is always good in what he do. Eddie Kingston is a great wrestler. Lance Archer, my man, Lance Archer. What do I feel about Lance Archer? I feel like Lance Archer is in a rejuvenating place right now. I feel like they really don't know what to do with Lance Archer, so he's just in the middle of things just to be there. Moxley and them end up getting the victory. Laid out Eddie Kingston. So after they won, the Good Brothers come to the ring and they beat the brakes off of Moxley, right? Kenny Omega comes out to the ring. Now I guess Kenny Omega said, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of people perceiving me as a circus clown. I'm not a circus clown. And he told Moxley, he said, Moxley, at AEW Revolution, you remember when we signed that contract back in the day? Well, that contract was a rematch clause. And that said anything could happen or any type of match would happen. Well, we're going to have a exploding barbed wire death match. I don't know what the clown that is, but sign me up. I want to see this. This sound like this about to be. Look, you thought that Unsanctioned match they had at Full Gear 2 years ago was something. These fools finna dang they try to kill each other. And I already knew Renee Young. She was, it's not Young anymore. It's Pataki. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Miss Moxley. Miss Moxley, she said, "What are you guys trying to do? You trying to kill me?" We all gonna have to sit there and watch it. Every single one of us. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I never seen these type of deadly type of matches. I never seen it. I've never seen it. Now, obviously, this match is designed to write Moxley off because Moxley is going to be off because, Renee's pregnant. So he wants to be home for the pregnancy. So this, I'm expecting a serious bloodbath. I'm expecting. I don't know what kind of foolishness we're going to get. But I'm very excited for Revolution. Revolution seemed to be a decent pay-per-view, and I hope it is. I hope they knock it out the park because that's what AEW does. They get our expectations up. They only had one bad pay-per-view, and that was All Out. But Full Gear was excellent. Full Gear was out of this world. I am praying that Revolution be great. I just hope we don't have 15,000 tag team matches on the show. I'm serious. But overall, this was, like I said, it was not that bad of a show. They get me excited for Revolution. I just want them to quit with all the freaking tag team matches. If Tony Khan keep doing this foolishness, I'm gonna be on his helmet week in, week out. I do not care about 18 million tag team matches. I just don't. I need to see it, man. I don't. Two is fine. 3 is my limit. Not 5. Not 4. Not 6. 3 is the limit. If you give me 3 tag teams, and if you give me 3 singles, that is great because it's even out. Or if you give me 4 singles and 3 tag teams, spread them out. Don't have them be back to back to back. I don't. No, because if you've seen one, you've seen them all. That's how I grade. That's how I grade tag team wrestling. If you've seen one tag team wrestling, you've seen them all. Because it's like, what difference is somebody gonna bring to the table if you just seen somebody doing certain things in one match that you didn't seen in another? It's like, okay, but that's my only gripe. Oh, how could I forget this? Earlier, when it was the class segment with Kenny Omega, JR screwed up and said, "Here's next the WWE champion, Kenny Omega." I said, no, this fool did not call that man the WWE champion. Well, everybody took that and they ran with it and all that. Listen, man, JR is the man. JR is the legend. We know that. But I think it's time for JR to call it a day. It's time to either find a way to get that boy Mauro on the show, or just have Tony Schiavone and Excalibur just do the color commentary and play by play, because JR just be out here just saying anything. He don't give a crap. He don't. It's sad, man. It really is. I'm like I said, I respect JR. That's the man. Like I say, that's my childhood. Growing up watching wrestling back in the day, him dang near losing his voice 24/7 every match. I guess especially with Batista and Triple H. That boy was losing his voice all the freaking time. It didn't matter. That boy was losing his voice on purpose because it was his passion. He was so enthusiastic about it. That's what made matches so great, because him and King go crazy behind. They just match well together, you know. But other than that, man, like I said, it was a decent show. Like I said, but I can't deal with all these stupid tag team matches back to back. I just can't, man. I can't. I know AEW is the home of tag team wrestling, but I just can't, man. So, hey, man, what y'all think? Did y'all think Dynamite was a good show, or or you thought it was terrible, or you thought or you feel the same way about me, like when it comes to tag team wrestling. You don't need to see 15 million matches, and you are somewhat are getting excited for Revolution. I am, because I'm looking forward to seeing what they can produce. Matt Hardy versus Hangman Page is gonna be great. Um, I know that who else? I know the tag. Listen, look, the Young Bucks, they tried, and I know MJF and Chris Jericho tried. So I know that the tag team title match is gonna be good. I know that. And like I say, that death match, whatever that death match is, I don't know what I'm getting. I know it's gonna be a bloodbath, and I know it's gonna be real silly. They get ready to tear each other up. They get ready to tear each other apart, and it's gonna be insane to the memory. That's all I know. So y'all know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the comment section up. I'm gone. Holla at me. Hey man, I know y'all like, wait a minute, how is this the extra part? Yeah, I forgot to mention that apparently now we got a ladder match that's gonna take place at Revolution. And I don't know, only people I know that's in is Pentagon, Cody, and Scorpion Sky. So it looked like it's gonna be a whole bunch of clowns at this match. That's what it sounds like. And whoever get it automatically gets a shot at the TNT champion, whoever that is after the. Well, actually, you know what? It's more than likely it's gonna be Darby, because the title is not on the line in Revolution. So they get a shot at Darby, and so whoever win that match. So that's all. I just wanted to add that part. So this is a little AEW action. All right, appreciate it. I apologize. I'll let me.